In a quiet suburban town in England, a young girl named Amanda Jane Dowler, known as Millie, went missing on March 21, 2002. She was just 13 years old, full of life and dreams for the future. But her disappearance would unravel a heartbreaking story that shocked the nation. The search for Millie captivated the country, with police and volunteers scouring the area for any sign of her. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months, but the answers seemed elusive. Millie's family and friends were left in anguish, desperate for any clue that could bring her back home. Their unwavering determination and tireless efforts would inspire a nation to come together in the search for justice. As the investigation unfolded, shocking revelations emerged, revealing a sinister web of deceit and manipulation that had led to Millie's disappearance. The police painstakingly pieced together evidence, following every lead, determined to bring those responsible to justice and find the truth about what happened to Millie. This is the story of Amanda Jane Dowler. Amanda Jane Dowler was born in Walton-on-Thames, Surrey, England on June 25, 1988, to her parents Sally and Bob Dowler. Her father worked as an information technology consultant and her mother worked as a teacher. She was the youngest of 2 children in the family, with her older sibling Gemma Dowler. She was known as Millie mostly to her friends and family. Millie enjoyed music and played the saxophone as a hobby. She attended Heathside School in Weybridge, Surrey until the 21st of March 2002 when things took a turn for the worst for Amanda Jane Dowler. On the 21st of March 2002, Millie left Heathside School in Weybridge at 3:07 p.m. and walked to Weybridge railway station with a friend. The girls disembarked at Walton-on-Thames railway station, one stop before Dowler's usual stop of Hersham, so that she could visit a cafe at the station with a friend and share a bag of chips. Millie called her dad at 3:47 p.m. to let him know this and told him she would be home in about half an hour. After finishing the chips, the girls left the cafe at 4:05 p.m. and went their separate ways back home. Millie set off to walk home alone, but she never arrived home and was reported missing to the police at 7 p.m. A nationwide search for her followed, with 100 police officers and helicopters searching fields, streets, and rivers around Hersham. Police and the Dowler family made many appeals for information, including reconstruction on the BBC's Crime Watch UK. A plea was also made by pop idol winner Will Young, whose concert Millie had attended shortly before her disappearance. The Crime Watch UK appeal included a direct appeal to Dowler in the hope that she had run away from home of her own accord. Her mother expressed hope that her daughter had run away but said that she could not think of a reason why she would want to do so. The Independent reported in 2011 that Millie had, sometime previously, written a mock leaving home letter notes showing she had been unhappy, in which the first note read, "All they do is slag me off and force everyone else against me. I am not pretty or fit. What do they have that I haven't? Let's face it, I am just totally shit." The second note read, "Dear Daddy and my beautiful mummy, by the time you find this letter I will be gone. It would be best for you to try to forget me. I am sorry, but lots of love, your little disappointment." As the investigators continued investigating, they checked the footage of closed-circuit television cameras where Millie had been walking along. The footage showed she was last seen 3 minutes later walking along Station Avenue, by a friend of her sister, who was waiting at a bus stop after they left the station cafe. A closed-circuit television camera located further along the road showed no images of Dowler. A red Daewoo Nexia, which belonged to Levi Belfield's girlfriend Emma Mills, was photographed driving past by the same camera at 4:32 p.m. and in an April 2009 interview, Belfield said that he was driving the car. The investigators then concluded that she was probably not taken by force. They reasoned that while she was unlikely to have gone off with someone she did not know of her own free will, no one had come forward who had witnessed a struggle despite some apparent sightings of her before her disappearance. On the 23rd of April 2002, the detectives then discovered a body in the River Thames, which prompted media speculation that the remains might be those of Millie, but the body was identified the following day as that of 73-year-old Maisie Thomas, who went missing in March 2001 and whose death was not believed to be suspicious. In June 2002, despite further searches, the offer of a £100,000 reward by the national tabloid newspaper The Sun, and her parents continuing to send text messages to her mobile telephone in the hope of a reply, Millie remained missing. That month, police told her parents that she was probably dead. On the 18th of September 2002, naked human remains were discovered by mushroom pickers in Yateley Heath Woods near Yateley, Hampshire, which were later confirmed through dental records as Millie's. Due to the severity of the decomposition, the cause of death could not be ascertained. No items of Dowler's clothing or possessions such as the purse, rucksack, or mobile phone she had with her at the time of her disappearance have ever been recovered. The detectives then reclassified the case as a homicide investigation. On the 22nd of November 2002, police set up a roadblock near the spot where the body was found. More than 1,000 motorists were questioned, but there were no leads discovered. Originally, the Surrey police had considered Millie's father a suspect due to Millie's letter notes, as police have often found that family members are implicated in such cases. They later apologized for the missed opportunities their attention to this track may have caused. On the 23rd of March 2003, the DNA of an unidentified male was discovered on an item of Millie's clothing in her bedroom, suggesting that her killer may have met her before. This link was ruled out within 3 months, at the same time that a DNA link to a church robbery in Sunderland was also ruled out. The detectives found out that a man named Paul Hughes made death threats by sending letters to Millie's sister threatening to kill her and claiming to have killed Millie, in which he was convicted and was jailed for 5 years. Hughes sent the letters while imprisoned for indecently assaulting a 12-year-old girl. The prison service apologized for not screening mail effectively. A woman by the name of Leanne Newman, of Tewkesbury, Gloucestershire, repeatedly phoned Millie's parents, school, and the police, pretending to be Millie. Newman was jailed in April 2003 for 5 months after pleading guilty to 5 counts of making phone calls to cause annoyance, inconvenience, or needless anxiety. Another person by the name of Gary Farr, of Retford, Nottinghamshire, repeatedly emailed Millie's parents, friends, and police officers working on the case, claiming that she had been smuggled out of the country to work as a prostitute and stripper at nightclubs in Poland and that her alleged death had been a cover-up. Farr was sectioned indefinitely under the Mental Health Act on the 19th of October 2006 for being a serious psychological danger to the public after admitting a charge of harassment. In March 2008, a man was arrested over the disposal of a car linked to the murder investigation but was released later that same day. In October 2009, Bedfont Lakes Country Park in West London was searched by police in the hope of finding the red Daewoo Nexia, but they recovered neither the car nor anything else of interest to their inquiry. On the 25th of February 2008, the investigators confirmed that Levi Belfield was their prime suspect in the murder inquiry and that they were very interested in questioning him following his conviction of the murders of 2 young female students and the attempted murder of a third. On the 30th of March 2010, Belfield was charged with Millie's abduction and murder. Belfield's trial began on the 10th of May 2011 at the Central Criminal Court before Mr. Justice Wilkie and concluded on the 23rd of June 2011. He was found guilty and was sentenced to life imprisonment the following day, and the trial judge recommended a whole life tariff in line with his previous murder convictions 3 years earlier. The trial of Belfield on another charge for the attempted abduction of Rachel Cowles, an 11-year-old girl known to have been offered a lift in the Walton area by a man in a red car on the 20th of March 2002, was abandoned due to newspapers publishing prejudicial material. The judge ordered that the charge should remain on file. The story of Amanda Jane Dowler, known as Millie, will forever be etched in the hearts and minds of those who followed her tragic journey. Her disappearance shook a nation, but her legacy will endure. Millie's family, who fought tirelessly to find her, showed immense strength and resilience in the face of unimaginable pain. Their love for Millie and their unwavering determination brought together a community, united in the pursuit of justice. The investigation into Millie's disappearance revealed a harrowing truth, and eventually, the perpetrator was brought to justice. The trial became a crucial moment for accountability and a chance for closure for Millie's loved ones. As we reflect on Millie's life, we remember her as a vibrant young girl full of dreams, stolen from this world too soon. Her memory lives on through the love and support of those who never forgot her. The impact of Millie's story goes beyond her disappearance. It has ignited a commitment to protect and support young people, ensuring that no family should endure the pain that Millie's did. In the end, Amanda Jane Dowler's legacy will serve as a reminder of the importance of perseverance, unity, and the power of a community coming together in the face of tragedy.